Welcome back to the channel, guys. We'll be reacting to 6 other teens versus 1 secret Brock teen, odd one out. Man, that would have been me coming up. Let's get into it.
I'm a wealthy teen.
I'm a wealthy teen.
I am a wealthy teen.
I am a wealthy teen.
I'm a wealthy teen.
I am a wealthy teen.
I am a wealthy teen.
Damn, y'all make money as teenagers? Like, I wasn't even allowed to work when I was a teenager, fam. Like, I wasn't a wealthy teen. Secretly grew up, so that means damn. They ain't poor no more.
What does everyone's parents do?
My dad is a senior manager for a cool computer tech company.
My mom works for NBC and my dad works for DirecTV.
I actually don't have a dad. My mom, when she was 35, she decided that she didn't need a man, and she went through sperm donation. She opened up a business for cancer patients for areola replacement and permanent cosmetics.
She said her mom was single, and a lot of single parents oftentimes struggle a little bit more. That's not the case for every single parent, but my mom's a psychiatric technician and my dad is a farrier. So he does horseshoes on horses.
My mom owns a beauty.
It's a farrier. I've never heard of that profession, but yeah, that doesn't sound, wealthy, but it's horses. There's a lot of money in horses.
Salon, so she does something similar to what your mom does. And then my dad, I don't know how to explain his job, but he's the manager of a school district. So
Yeah. They mentioned that their mom owned a hair salon. There's a possibility of that having unsteady income.
What cars do you guys
Man, you gotta love teenagers' reasoning, That's why, as parents, you just feel like, I'm gonna smash that.
get shy?
I have a Lexus, a BMW, and a Volvo.
My mom drives a Tesla and my dad has kind of like a Jeep, but not really a Jeep. I don't really know what it's called.
My mom was driving a 2003 Dodge Ram with 200,000 miles on it, but she just got a Mercedes yesterday.
Go, Mom.
I live in a beach town. Cars aren't super important to us, but my dad is really into motorcycles, so he drives a motorcycle.
And I'll be feeling out of place in this type of conversation. I'm like, yo, man, okay, I'm alive and I'm here. I'm going to school. What else do you want from me?
I own 3 BMWs, so my car, both my parents' cars are BMW. We're all.
Yo, how do kids... You see, this is one thing my parents used to tell me coming up. My car, not our car. Okay?
BMW lovers, so.
Abby and June. Okay, guys, have 60 seconds to pitch.
I moved a lot of places because my dad's really career driven. I grew up in Connecticut. I live really close to the beach and that's my passion. I grew up going on vacations every year. I'm very well traveled. We could talk about that if you want. I can talk about that. Do you want to hear or no? Is that 60 seconds?
We weren't always wealthy, so I don't know what else to say. We go on vacations a lot. I have aspirations to be a doctor. My parents have put me to be a doctor. They both went to college. We're really privileged, thankfully.
Yo, you got 60 seconds to prove to us that you're wealthy. I'll be struggling. I'll be like, you know what? My dad drives a Tesla Model X, and I don't know. What do rich people do? We play golf every weekend.
I was really quiet, so I think that's kind of what made everyone vote me out so easily.
So it was a tie last round, and just out of curiosity, what reason between June and I, did you think was inherently poor or low income? How did you judge that based off of knowing us for 5 minutes?
I think my dad always ingrained into my brain that people who drive motorcycles are really unsafe and that's not a good decision to make. I'm like, okay, Dad.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Did you go to private school?
Yeah, I went to private school when I was younger, and then I moved to public school only because when I moved houses, there wasn't any good private schools near me, and also I really like my public high school experience.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody have to defend having money in their lives, man. What the?
Do you go to public or private school?
Public.
Okay.
I think prior to this year, I think I went to a lot of stereotypically rich kids good schools. When I was in elementary, we were starting like we had like iPads in like first grade, and then in third grade we started having like Chromebooks. Like I have like a lot of friends from just like in a lot of different districts.
That's a lot of
and then they all were
that's what, you know, when you you like thinking and then you're doing like I don't know, but you sound like you grew up
like they only started getting Chromebooks when they were in like 5th grade.
She kept talking about Chromebooks. So I was like, is she trying to like take us to a different direction about Chromebooks? So I was like, okay, I don't want to know about Chromebooks, so.
I went to East Catholic, which was a public school or private school.
So I go to a public school because my mom didn't want to drive me super far to go to private school.
Yeah, they were like all like an hour away, and my mom was not about to drive me an hour away for school.
So I went to an academy for middle school, and then now I'm in a public high school. It's close to the beach, and it has programs for the science stuff that I like.
Yo, man, thank God when I was a teenager, I didn't have to go through this, man. This will affect my self-confidence. Like, what? Like, I know we ain't rich, all right? I know it. Like, I'm literally wearing shoes that, I don't know, my brother's wore, so what?
There was another tie this round, so there will be another tiebreaker round, 60-second pitch. And this time it is between Sandra and Abby.
So I actually, make a lot of my own money by myself. My mom, she really wants to like stress financial independence. So I'm actually a content creator. My main platform is TikTok, and I do a lot of like fashion and like modeling content. Last year I learned how to like work with brands and like make a lot of money from that, which you can make a lot of money if you guys are interested in social media. You definitely get into it.
Forgot to mention that we also vacation, if that means anything to you, in Europe, in like Scotland and stuff, because a lot of my family lives out there. I also create content. I love video games. I don't have a job myself because I'm really focused on academics, but doing something like you talked about doing would be really cool. I'm not the mole.
Okay, one day when kids are grown up, like, yo, you do not go onto these damn shows. Fine, they'll make us money, but still.
I promise you.
And for the first time today, there's a second tie.
Oh my God.
Why don't you guys like huddle for a second and come up with one question to ask both of them.
Okay. Okay.
Like, yo, you're broke. Just confirm you're broke. But imagine being the broke kid, being in that huddle. Like, what's going through your mind?
So, what college do you want to go to?
Oh, yes.
And do your parents put on funding it?
So yes, they're gonna fund it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how much it works because with my parents, it's never been an issue. Like they've always been very clear that like, we're really lucky and we have the ability to support you in whatever you wanna do, which is why they're not hard on me for my grades. My dream school is UCSB, or I really wanna study abroad in like Europe or Asia or something like that.
Who funds your college?
Okay, so I'm actually on full ride to USC on Questbridge, which is like a scholarship for people in Connecticut, like a local scholarship.
Do you pay for like everything else, like daily expenses, or like?
Yes,
okay,
yeah, I
your
do.
mom?
Like, I've been working since I was 15 as well. Like I was working in a restaurant when I was in Connecticut. Yeah, and then I started, actually making like money from brands.
We decided to vote Chandra out. No hard feelings.
Man. Like, what hard feelings? Girl got money, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we give her a hug?
I would have still voted for Abby if I'm being honest. But then he typed out like this long paragraph.
I had been voting for Chandra since the beginning, and I feel like she had known what the value of a dollar was because she saw her mom struggle, and she wanted to make a better life for herself because her mom stressed that Chandra needed to be financially independent to live a better life. And then everyone kind of just agreed with that.
I hope you guys got them all. I think they voted me out because I said like that it was through scholarship, like why would she need a scholarship if she has so much money, and that like I have a high work ethic, so I think that's why.
Yeah, that's what people don't get, man. Like, the more money you make, you want to instill that in your kids, because like a lot of times you lose wealth in the second generation. It doesn't really grow. Like, you gotta instill these values in them.
If you want to keep playing, raise your hand on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Never mind.
If the box turns green, you guys successfully voted the mole out, and you guys win the cash prize together. If the box turns red, the mole is still amidst you guys, and they win the entire cash prize for themselves.
They played me too.
I'm gonna count to 3, and then on 3 the mole can reveal themselves, okay?
Yeah, so I've grown up like low income, my whole life. Questbridge is actually a scholarship, which I am on full ride for low income students who are like high achieving. Like it's also been hard because it's like my mom, she, has gone through like substance abuse. Like we lived in a motel room and with like all of our animals and, we had to like,
See, man, I can't do the shows, man. I can't tell you, I don't know. They say you should tell your audience your life story. I can't tell you guys some of the stuff I had to go through to get here. I can't do this. Like, I can't imagine having to go through this as a teenager, man.
We're here
Like,
to
feed
support
them.
you. Yeah.
What you
All
mean
the stuff.
support me? What you know about the stuff that this girl has gone through
In like my
man?
life, I've just grown to be like really grateful for, and just like not take anything for granted.
No, like that's so awesome.
Like, someone is broke the moment they just start saying money, money. Like when they're talking, I'm making money, money. Like, you're not making money, money. You're just making money. But anyway, like, man, this shows would have been very difficult for me as a teen to go on. Like, how would you even do that? Like, that would just be difficult. But it is what it is, man. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I'll see you in the